sir. We live, we back, man. Welcome back, or just welcome if it's your first time here. This is the Golden Goose DFS Experience. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. We are the leaders in single entry 3 max and 20 max content. But like I always tell you, man, have no fear. It does not matter your style of play. You can do cash games, double up, GPP. Does not matter, man. This is one of the best spots you can be in if you're playing NBA DFS. Trust me on this one. You can take my word for it, all right? Go on and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done it already. Turn your notification bells on, man, so you can stop searching and looking for the videos every weekend. You can just get the alert right to your phone, all right? And do me one more small favor while you're in the midst of doing things and clicking buttons. Go on and click that like button for your boy, man. Let's keep it going. I appreciate y'all, man. The likes have been looking lovely. Let's keep up the good work. And you know, it gets that good karma and energy headed your direction. We could all use more of that in our life. So hit that like button if you want some good energy in your life today, all right? This is my starting five if you're new here, man, where I bring you 5 plays on DraftKings and FanDuel that's more than likely going to be in my player pool. I always say more than likely because there's always injury news, players change throughout the day, man. You get better options opening up. So things do change a lot and frequently. So this is just how I see it right now, how we looking at the slate. Any questions, you know, you can always post them in the chat, man. All right, let's get into it. But before we do, you know, lineup review. Going over my best lineups from yesterday's slate. All right, yesterday got took to the cleaners, man. I never missed so many value plays in my life. Story of my night was just missing on the value. I nailed the pay up options. I had Jimmy Butler. It don't even matter. If they went off yesterday, the highest scorers, I had them. I had a little Chet Holmgren. I had them. I just missed. I'm talking about every piece of value I missed. But let's get into it, man. Tyrese Halliburton at the top, 20% on. Wanted to get to him in my 20 max and larger field stuff, man. Price is falling. He's just not been performing well. And I wanted to take some shots on him, so I got to him. 45 fantasy points. He was okay at 8,900. Nothing overwhelming, nothing to write home about, all right? Stanley Yudi, however you say his name, no disrespect intended. 33% on, man. Got hurt, only played like 20 minutes. 9 fantasy points from him. Just destroyed a lot of my lineups. Small forward, Oche Obaji. I got the very little of him, but he was solid at 3,700. Gave 24 fantasy points, all right? Jay Crowder, foul trouble. He only played 15 minutes, man. And I don't know why he didn't even get back in the game, though. He picked up like 4 fouls in 15 minutes, man, and just never seen the court. He was playing well, got off to a great start the first quarter. I was like, okay. But, yeah, foul trouble, man. He only played 15 minutes. Got to Domantas Sabonis doing this thing, cooking. Baby triple-double, 13 points, 10 assists, 17 boards. They didn't need to do much. They just blew out the Raptors here. Got to my boy Cade Cunningham. You seen me talk about him yesterday. 17% on. Put up a 47 burger here against the Pacers. Got to some Bruce Brown. 29% on. 24 fantasy points. And then Bobby Portis, of course, at the bottom. Once we got Giannis ruled out. 46 fantasy points from him. But as you can see, man, 263. This was my highest scoring. Maybe I went too much stars and scrubs yesterday. Maybe that was my downfall. But I thought we had enough value to support those type of lineups. And we did. Like I said, I just missed on the value. And a lot of the popular value just failed. But 263, man. Definitely a rough night for me. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about when we get to my single entry over here. Single entry, no such luck as well. As you can see, stars and scrubs. I'm loading up. I'm nailing all the pay-up options except for Maxey. I don't know what happened to him in this game against Phoenix. Only 18 fantasy points. Chris Dunn's a little late swap in. Once I saw him starting, I thought it was a nice pivot off of some of these chalkier plays I had down here. Under 1% on. 13 fantasy points. Just nothing from him here in this spot. I already talked about Humidity. Jordan Nwora only played like 16 minutes in a blowout. I don't know why you don't throw him out there and let him get extra minutes, but only 16 minutes from him, 59% on over him. Jonte Porter, 36% on. 3 minutes into the game, he gets hurt. He's done. He could have probably picked up extra minutes. I liked the Porter because I thought it was a chance Olenek could get in foul trouble guarding Sabonis. It was the blowout risk, all of the above. But when you get hurt your first 3 minutes in the game, man, that's all you play. Ain't nothing you can do. I had a lot of Jonte Porter. I was way over the field on this right here because I was counting either the blowout or Olenek getting in foul trouble, if not both. So I thought he could pick up a lot of extra minutes. I was way over the field on him, and injury just wiped me out. Then the rest of the lineup, man, Cade Cunningham, 24%, 47% on. 47 fantasy points. You see it, Jimmy Butler got him at 9% with the 50 burger. I knew he would be low on. I knew nobody wanted to go to this game because of the low total. But once Bam was out, I knew that opened the door for me with Jimmy Butler. And like I always tell y'all, man, it's okay to go to low total games. It's okay. Don't force it. But if you got somebody you like, it's okay. I don't mind getting the stars in low total games because what to me a lot of times it's a lower total, but the stars are going to get a big piece of that pie. When you look at the whole game, it's 107, 104, but you see Jimmy Butler did a lot of the heavy lifting. I'm always okay getting the superstars and stars and lower total games, but you got to pick your spots. That's not something you want to make a habit of. Jimmy Butler worked out for us here, 9%, 50 fantasy points. Then got to Dame Lillard once Giannis was ruled out. 51 from him. Got off to a slow start. Celtics had him in check that first half, but got it together the second half. 51 fantasy points from him, but just 206. Like I said, I got crushed, man. I've never missed so many value plays in my life. That was just the story of my night. Like I said, I nailed all the pay-up options. Had plenty of Cunningham in my pool. Had plenty of Butler. I was way over the field on Butler. Lillard, I missed all the value. So definitely a rough night. FanDuel, the same thing. You're going to see me nailing the pay-up options and just whiffing on the value. Cunningham and Lillard up top, 11 and 51% on respectively. 44 for Cunningham, 47 for Lillard. Humidity once again over here, injured. Gary Trent Jr., 21% on, 31 fantasy points, very solid. I got to some Tosun, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. 10% on, but 15 fantasy points from him. Jordan Nwora once again, like I said, only 16 minutes in the blowout. Sabonis, Jimmy Butler, and Jonte Porter. I just had a lot of Jonte Porter, man. Value absolutely destroyed me last night, so definitely was a rough one. Got took to the cleaners. But the great thing about NBA DFS, you get to correct your mistakes and have a better performance the next night. Got a 6-game slate for y'all today. Let's get in here and talk about it. At the top, point guard, I don't mind going right back to De'Aaron Fox. Only played like 27, 28 minutes last night due to the blowout, so shouldn't be too tired. And he's a great matchup here against the Washington Wizards. You can go right back to those Kings. Fox, Sabonis should eat down there. You know the Wizards give it up to the Suns. But that price has jumped up to $11K on Sabonis, man. That gets a little rough. I'm going to go to his sidekick in De'Aaron Fox right here. At the shooting guard position is very, very tough today. I'm letting you know right now. It is super tough. Jalen Green maybe, but that's a slower paced matchup against the Bulls. Kyrie Irving up top, but then you just got Ingram, Sexton, Thomas, Poole, Monk. It is rough at shooting guard. I'm going to go to my boy Ayo Dosunmu, provided that Kobe White is still out. Now, he's got a Q tag next to his name. We have to see how that news trends out, but Dosunmu has been playing well, man. Very solid, especially over the last 2 games. I don't mind getting to him again here going against this Houston Rockets team, who has been on the tear a little bit. This Houston Rockets team is playing well. I think this should be a very good game, but I like getting to Dosunmu, man. The shots will be there. He's the third wheel now behind DeRozan and Vooch with no Kobe White. So he is the Kobe White role, and you getting him at 6,900. I like getting to Dosunmu right here. Small forward, Chris Middleton, gonna have to keep your ear to the streets on this one. It is the second night of a back-to-back, but what I do like, they let him get up to over 30 minutes yesterday. Now it's the second night of a back-to-back, like I said, so They've been very cautious with him all year. Maybe they hold him out. We shall see. But if he's in and Giannis is still out, man, you can sign me up for Middleton. Now, if Giannis plays and Middleton plays, I may fall back a little bit. I ain't gonna like him as much, but as long as Giannis is still out, man, I go right back to Chris Middleton, provided they give him full run here. So sign me up at 6,600, but definitely keep your eyes and ears open for that news. At the power forward, want to look at Kyle Kuzma, 8,100. He's set to return after his game absence here. Going against the Sacramento Kings, man, it's probably one of your best fantasy environments on the slate. It's going to get a lot of ownership. Kuzma is back, man. It's a big spread here for the Kings. But the Wizards can be scrappy in spots, and if they're in this game, they're hanging around. I'm pretty sure Kyle Kuzma going to have a hand in it. 8,100. May get the start at center here in this spot, because we do have a questionable Rashawn Holmes. If he misses, that's going to be interesting to see what they do here in this spot. But Kyle Kuzma, full go, 8,100. I like getting back to him. Hopefully he can keep the Washington Wizards around in this game, all right? And it's a nice little run back with Fox here. Get a little game correlation if they can hang in here and we can get the shootout we want. And then at the center, I want to look at Day'Ron Sharpe. We have Nick Claxton is questionable with the illness for the Nets. Now, we've seen this illness status cause players to miss 1 to 2 games this year. Hopefully, it causes Nick Claxton to miss here in this spot. And I definitely think you will get the starting Day'Ron Sharpe, especially with the size of Brook Lopez down there. Maybe they can go Trenton Warford a little bit as well. But Day'Ron Sharpe should get the start, 4,200. Definitely going to love him if Claxton is out and he gets the start. Go ahead and keep our eyes and ears open for that news as well. But sign me up for Darren Sharpe if Claxton can't go here with this questionable tag. All right, 4,200. He's live for a double-double, man. He's a very active guy, athletic. He's a little undersized for a center, to be like a more traditional center. I say these days you get these undersized centers, but very active, athletic, man. Live for a double-double. Like I said, you can just sign me up if Claxton is out. There you have it, your starting 5 for DraftKings. De'Aaron Fox, Ayo Dosunmu, Chris Middleton, Kyle Kuzma, and Day'Ron Sharpe. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. You know they're going to be in mine, all right? Let's go take a look over on FanDuel and see what I'm feeling over there. On the FanDuel side, as you can see at the top, man, if Giannis is still out, I don't have no problem going right back to Dame Lillard, man. Like I said, struggled a little bit the first half last night, but got to go in the second half. I expect him to continue to go in here and continue to lead these Bucks, man, if Giannis is out. Now, if Giannis plays, we have to find a pivot. You can go back to Fox over here as well or any other guard. But Dame Lillard for sure, if Giannis is out, you can sign me up again. At the shooting guard, I don't mind getting back to Keon Ellis here in this spot, 4,600. Same thing, similar to the rest of the starters. Didn't play a lot of minutes last night due to the blowout, but he's been getting big minutes with no Kevin Huerter. He's in the starting lineup, and actually, when he first got the start, I thought it was just like a token start, and Monk could still play the bulk of the minutes, but he's been holding it down and playing 30-plus minutes, man. I don't mind getting to him for a little value piece, especially against these Wizards. At the small forward, staying with Kyle Kuzma, 8,600 over here. Like I said, if they're in this game at all, man, it's gonna have to be from Kyle Kuzma. Hopefully they get some. Hopefully Denny Avdija is back tonight. That'll help him be more competitive here in this game. But it's gonna fall on Kuzma's shoulder, man. You know, Poole can do what he do. If he get hot, he'll help out. But that shot ain't falling. Poole ain't giving you too much of nothing. It's gonna be Kuzma's team to lead, and I like going to him at 8,600. At the power forward, don't mind looking at Lauri Markkanen. He missed last night's game. I think that was last night. Or the last game they played, he missed. Just injury management with his thigh contusion or whatever it is he had with his leg. Should be back here. We saw him play one game already. He got 31 minutes. If he's playing and starting, I expect him to be over 30 minutes here in this spot. And I like him. I like his chances here. You know, Dallas doesn't have a strong front court defensively. So Gafford and P.J. Washington, they're athletic. They can help side defenders block shots, things of that nature. Not no real strong on-ball defenders. At least not enough for me to worry about Lauri Markkanen here. I like him. He was shot well this last game out, and they're going to need all hands on deck if they want to hang around in this game with Dallas. I like getting the Lauri Markkanen to 8,100. And then at the center, man, doesn't change much. I told you, I'm eyeing Deron Sharp, man. This illness has made people miss, so I don't know if it's the same illness that's been going around. Maybe it's something different. We'll have to see. But if Claxton is out, man, just give me all the Deron Sharp, all right? There you have it, your starting five for FanDuel. Deron Sharp, Lauri Markkanen, Kyle Kuzma, Keon Ellis, and Damian Lillard. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. You know they're going to be in mine, all right? That's going to do it for us here today. Y'all know what to do. Any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below. Holler at me on Twitter, man. Talk to me. I talk back. You know I respond when I see it, all right? Y'all know the motto, man. Chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'll catch y'all next time, all right? Let's get it.